Alright, time to show off my battle against the second boss of Dark Souls 3. I'm going to go in blind, and to prove it, here you can see me triggering the cutscene. I'm making these videos based on a suggestion from someone on Facebook. It's actually a pretty good idea to kind of review what my strategy is going into these battles and how I adapt. So to begin, I don't know anything about this boss fight. I haven't read up on it. So I'm just kind of circling around him. And when I notice his big sweeping attacks, I try to get in deep because it does seem that he kind of has trouble with you if you're in very close proximity. So dodging a couple swings, doing a couple slashes. Overall, it doesn't look too bad. Well, there I took a big hit there, but I can heal out of it. So yeah, big sweeping swings seems simple enough. All you really need to do is stay close to him. That's what I understand so far of this fight. So I keep swinging at him. Now he has upgraded, I guess. So now I find out that he does these rhino charges, and he's also charging up. And yeah, you can see there he has some sort of frost breath, it seems. But I still decided to try the same tactic, but I think I get a little too ahead of myself. I disregard the danger presented by this fight. Also, I'm out of healing items. So, that's my first official death. Oh well, we'll try again. There's some small cuts here and there, but I mean the key thing is just to show the difference in behavior. So the second time around, I still use the same equipment, but I make sure to have an ember available because those can heal you fully. I have the moss, which boosts stamina recovery, which I'm going to use, the green blossom. And I also have some charcoal pine resin because, one of the pine resins, because I think, hey, if I can give an element to my weapon, that can help out. So here, I'm still doing the same thing. I understand that this first part is very easy and predictable. So I'm just going under him, getting damage, knowing that when he's around half health, he will trigger the second phase. And that's where I need to be ready. So here, I activate the gold pine resin, which gives lightning damage. He's already doing the rhino charges, which I'm trying to avoid. And I see him powering up the charge. That's immediately the time to try and run in because, clearly that highlights that you have some time. The biggest problem with this boss is, and I have this problem with all early Dark Souls bosses, is you just don't have the stats to do a lot of things. You're very limited. My biggest problem in this fight is stamina. So my problem ends up being that I can see that it isn't a long fight. Doesn't mean it's easy. I just think it's not a long fight. But I keep getting too greedy, and I keep trying to rush it. So here, I already know that the first half is super easy, so to make it even quicker, I two-hand my Uchi Katana, because the shield is completely unnecessary, because he's just not going to even hit me here. I try to stay under him. I use the green blossom to up my stamina. There, I took a hit, because that was just bad. So I just try to get around to him, position myself so I can hit him. Just keep whacking him, and I know that this part is simple, but it's the following part that will provide some difficulty. But I already have a small understanding of his abilities. I know that he has the charges, I know that he has the freeze breath, and I know that he does more damage, so I just need to be careful. So here, he's powering up, and I do find out that when he's powering up, if you have the time, you can get a couple of hits in and, drain quite a lot of HP off of him. As you can see, I've used the gold pine resin to upgrade my weapon, so I'm doing a fair bit of damage to him with each strike. But I'm too I'm too excited. I'm too impatient. So I died. So, in this final attempt, I don't have any more resin, so I can't upgrade my weapon. Don't need that. Don't have any more green blossoms. In fairness, I don't need that. But I have a fair understanding of how the boss works. I know that the first phase is super simple. Get in close, hit him with the two-handed style. And for the second attempt, I know that I need to watch out for his charges. I need to be careful of his breath. And I also need to be very mindful of my stamina. So here you'll see that this first part, as mentioned, super simple. I have used an ember to make sure that I have extra health. And I am just taking it very, very safe. Because again, this part of the fight is not a danger at all. So, a couple more whacks, and here we'll see he's about to charge up. And because I have the stamina, I'm going to do a couple of whacks, because you know what? Less health on this boss, the better. So, I avoid the charges. Try to get in close again. Behind him to avoid the freeze breath. And I keep whacking him. Now here, I know for a fact that I have to be incredibly careful of my stamina. I cannot let this boss kill me when he's low, because that's happened twice already so far. So this time, I just make sure that I have enough stamina to always dodge roll out of the way, so I don't use all of my stamina. And I do about 2 hits generally. Here at the end, I got a little hungry, so you know. But yeah, that's it. I have killed the second boss, and this is keeping in mind that I haven't really studied him, so this was a first-hand account.